Wasn't even in frame. Yellow, TENIME here. As you saw, today we are reviewing the Creative Beast Studios. Studio singular, but then possessive. 1/12 scale Smilodon populator and 1/18 scale Deinonychus anteropus. Today's music is brought to us by LuKremBo. His channel and the link to this song track are already in the description. Okay. Today's shirt is Deinonychus is my favorite dinosaur. Because it is. This is a birthday present from my mom this year. So Deinonychus has been my favorite dinosaur since childhood. This is my childhood book. It was published in 1984, but I was only 2, and while I was a very early reader, I don't think I was reading that early, but it's not a replica I bought off eBay. It's not a new reprint that I bought off Amazon. This is my childhood Deinonychus book, which for most of my life I pronounced Deinonychus. So, but that shows that, you know, I am the type of person who will accept new information and change my operating system based on the new information. So no cognitive dissonance here. I'm not refusing to pronounce it Deinonychus. It is Deinonychus. So little book. Book is written by Rupert Oliver, illustrated by Roger Payne. But this is not a review of this 1984 Deinonychus book. This week's birthdays. Happy birthday, Josh, my patron. Hope you will have a good one. It's live on a Wednesday. It's not his birthday yet, but it will be soon. Close enough for me to wish him happy birthday on the video. Deinonychus in Greek means terrible claw. They lived in the early Cretaceous period from about 115 million years ago to 108 million years ago. The Cretaceous period was the third and final period of the Mesozoic era. The Mesozoic era took place between 66 million years ago and 252 million years ago. It included the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous eras, periods. Clearly I'm reading. The Mesozoic was known as the Age of Reptiles. John Ostrom was the paleontologist who found Deinonychus. The fossils were found in Montana, Utah, Wyoming, Oklahoma, but also Deinonychus teeth were found as far east as Maryland. In a second. When writing his novel Jurassic Park, author Michael Crichton visited John Ostrom and as part of his research included Deinonychus. Quote, almost every detail of Deinonychus was part of the novel Jurassic Park. But he renamed Deinonychus Velociraptor because it sounded more dramatic. Velociraptor was a dinosaur species, but the velociraptors in Jurassic Park our Deinonychus is. That's not I'm doing that on purpose. I mean, I did have a stutter as a child, but Deinonychus, E-S. So, Deinonychi? Yeah, I have no idea. So, whenever anyone asks, what's your favorite dinosaur? I always say, the velociraptors in Jurassic Park, because no one knows what a Deinonychus is, because even though Steven Spielberg's production contacted John Ostrom for copies of his technical papers, and they were going to name them Deinonychus in the Jurassic Park movie in 1993. Early pre-production, in 91, they renamed them to, they changed the name to Crichton's incorrect Velociraptor. Deinonychuses were scheduled to appear in Jurassic World Dominion, and you'll know the exact scene that they were supposed to be in the movie, because they were later replaced by the Atrociraptors. So when Kayla and Owen are being chased by the Atrociraptors on the ice, those were supposed to be Deinonychuses. I have a Jurassic Park, an officially licensed Jurassic Park replica of the Velociraptor claw. So, but this is not a review. So just a little background, just to show how much this dinosaur in particular means to me. So, we will open this one first. Sorry, I said I'd stop dragging stuff across the table, and then I continue to drag stuff across the table. So yeah, so little history lesson on the dinosaur itself, and then a little personal history lesson on my love of dinosaurs and my love of Deinonychus in particular. A little insert is a cool little forest scene. I'm trying to figure out what's reflecting. Like, my TV's off. I just have the normal lights on that I do usually. It's reflecting the iPad screen, dummy. Sorry. It's been a rough day, man. You always have rough days. Listen. Oh, shoot. I forgot to show you the box. I'm sorry. See, this shows you how off my game I am right now. I'm going out of order. All right, looking at the box. You got the name down here, Deinonychus anteropus, the 1/18th scale dinosaur action figure, Beast of the Mesozoic logo up here, 15 plus. There's a nice painting of the Deinonychus there. The top has, ooh, sorry, super shaky hands today. I'll let you pause and look at that if you want. Side, that, other side. This is really reflecting the iPad screen. Bottom. There you go. Back. Shows some of the other figures Creative Beast Studio is releasing. A bunch of other 18th scale, but then of course there is the 12th scale Smilodon that we're looking at. One of my past videos I called 12th scale quarter scale. It's like, that's not right. Quarter scale are enormous, bigger than 6th scale. Yeah, so 1/18th scale is a 6-foot human is 3 3/4 inches. So G.I. Joe's is probably the most, probably the easiest example for just all of society to understand what 1/18th scale is. It's the old G.I. Joe's. So not the 1/6 scale 12-inch dolls from the 70s. And those are dolls. well, they were called action figures. That's where the term action figure came from, but they were dolls because they had real hair, they had real clothing. But this is not real. When I get back to editing, I need to like make a GIF of me like. So, anyways, I saw the box. You saw me open it. Hopefully, you're laughing because you know I make myself laugh. Awesome background. I'll keep it. Garbage. I've got my usual figure comparison sitting right here on a tray, and I was afraid it was going to knock into them. So on the back, got a window open because even though it's 25 degrees outside, it's very hot in here. So I turn my heat down to the point of it's not on right now, but the blinds are closed on the open window, and the wind is blowing the blinds all around. So maybe I can only hear that because it's part of my autism powers, is hearing everything and not being able to filter anything out. Yay! Oh, we get sweet. I got two. Identical. I don't know if I was supposed to get two or if it was just an accident that I got two. But little trading card with the painting from the front of the box. I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't reflect the screen. Little stats. Wow, man, I am sorry. I wonder if you can hear that wind. That's a powerful wind. And I'm not just talking about the blinds on the open window. I mean, it's like beating against the building. Length, 3.4 meters, 11 feet long. Weight, 70 kilograms, 155 pounds. Location, Cloverly and Antlers Formations, United States of America. Watch there be a friggin' tornado warning in the middle of my live stream. We're going to continue this in a non-windowed area. Time period, 115 to 108. MA. Million ago? Because MYA is million years ago. I don't know. It's a capital M, lowercase a with a period. Early Cretaceous. Named by John Ostrom, 1969. Due to its bird-like, man. These are my magnifiers for toy customizing. Due to its bird-like anatomy and close relationship with other feathered dromaeosaurs, such as a velociraptor or microraptor, Deinonychus is considered to also have been covered in feathers. The ornithopod Tenontosaurus was likely a common victim of the Deinonychus terrible claw. Art by Gabriel Ugueto. Copyright 2024, David Silva, Creative Beast Studio, LLC. Creative-beast.com. To keep those close by for Smilodon if he comes with the card. So, yeah, like I said, I don't know if I was supposed to get two cards, but I got two cards. So, I'll cherish those. I hope that didn't sound sarcastic. I will cherish those. I mean, got my childhood book, man. I'll put one of the cards in one of my trading card binders in one of those plastic sleeves. And I'll put the other card in the book as like a bookmark. So, got a little instruction sheet here, which I will absolutely read because these are my first products from Creative Beast Studio. So, I've always been interested. Very tempted by a lot of the Velociraptors that they've released. But I mean, being a smaller independent studio, their prices are a little high. It's not a critique on them. It's, you know, it's Four Horsemen have been in the toy industry for God knows how many decades. They worked with Mattel. They did the DC Universe Classics line. They did the they started the Mattel Thundercats line, which then now Super 7 has. But Four Horsemen stuff is not cheap either. So it's it's what you get for not buying from a multi-billion-dollar corporation, but at least you're supporting smaller artists who manage to make something of themselves. So the criticism of the price, not even a criticism, it's because I didn't want to say it was a complaint either, but like pointing out the higher price is it's the price of admission for supporting smaller people, as opposed to, millionaires and billionaires who just don't care about what product they're putting out. So it's these smaller companies care about their products a lot more than the larger corporations. So, but I'm going to need to make sure I read this so I don't break anything. I've had these for a week and a half, 2 weeks, almost. Not taped together, okay. Honestly, I just wasn't in a good mental health space to draw the thumbnail. So it's literally what has kept these sitting around my apartment this whole time. Is just, I just didn't feel like drawing all together, let alone tie. Easy. Oh God. You can learn from my mistake. Like I said, I don't know what to call these things. It's these little plastic things, so. I want to call them zip ties, but I know that's wrong. Ooh, actually, don't put them on top, put them on the inside. Sorry. All right, so we got the giant feathery tail. Ooh, I like that striped feather pattern there. And as you can see from the holes, this is bendy. Little stand piece. I need to get some of those, actually I might even have them. The tweezers, they're like you see them in a lot of like toy reviewers where it's like it's longer and it like angles. This is this a foot clamp? The clamps! Every time I see the word clamp. The tweezer is inside a hole. You see it's circular. And you see a little angular part there, so maybe foot clamp. Attach foot clamp to base peg and slide foot underneath. Oh, base is under. Ah! I didn't get a base. Base. Cool. Clear. It says Beasts of the Mesozoic engraved on it. Ah, no, stop. And there's another foot clamp, identical to the first one, so I'm not going to show you. We've got some alternate feet. So this is one pair. Flat foot with the classic raptor claw, which the whole like family are still called raptors. So it's just velociraptors were the size of chickens, not what you see in the movies. Plural. That said, I'm still a big fan of the velociraptors in the movies, especially Blue. Just her name, Blue, and then just her color pattern, just it got me. So so I'm a big fan of Blue. There's another pair. This might be the running. So see, the toes are kind of tiptoe. And again, that is another pair. So then you know I always test before I show you. I don't have to heat this up because then you're going to be sitting here listening to the music while I do good music. So, thank you, LuKremBo. Capital L, lowercase u, capital K, lowercase rem, capital B, lowercase o. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Try and pop that out because I got the hinge to move, but it's not swiveling, and if I force it, it's going to twist off. Tell me your favorite dinosaur in the comments, please. I know my hetero life mate Threeps. Ooh. Test our 23-year-old friendship here. I think he likes Triceratops, right, Threeps? I hope. Threeps is like super just considerate. Like he remembers everything I like, and I just you know, he's my friend. He's my best friend. He's a very important part of my life, and he does matter to me, but like my memory is not good, man. Like I always feel like the things I remember about him are very just surface level and superficial. Like, well, everybody knows that about him. His favorite colors are black and green, right, Threeps? All right, so we have a joint that won't move, but okay, so then we'll. All right, so first of all, ooh, really like the color, like the khaki-ish, tannish. But I like the black stripes and the white. Like it's really cool. The striping on their wings makes me think of owls. So I think the difference between the flat feet that are on it now and the flat feet that I showed earlier is where the foot peg plugs in. So the peg hole is at the top of these flat feet, whereas it's clearly at an angle. So we have a hinge jaw that is only supposed to come out that far because of the man, I don't know what that's called, the fleshy membrane in the mouth at the back there. Because if you pull it further, which it can go, the membrane separates, which it's not supposed to separate. It's supposed to be attached. So that's how far it's supposed to go, but you can get a wider range. And then it closes almost all the way. It's probably when you have little plastic teeth. We have a ball joint here, or dumbbell. Nope. If it doesn't come easily, then don't force it. But yeah, so it's either a dumbbell or a ball joint, but you can see there's a lot of range, so not a whole lot of up, not a whole lot of down, side to side, tilt. It seriously sounds like the world is falling apart out there. The wind is so strong. Got another ball joint or dumbbell down at the base of the neck. So all together, that's the up. All together, that's the down. Pretty good side. Pretty good side. That's, you got a hinge and swivel shoulder. Goes out that far. And of course goes all the way around. You have a hinge elbow, and then a hinge wrist. That's on both wings. It is thought that a lot of the dinosaurs that were thought to have had their hands like this actually had their hands like this. So that reflects that. So the Creative Beast Studio Beasts series go for more scientifically accurate looks for these prehistoric creatures. So, we got another like ball joint or dumbbell in the torso. So that far down, that far up. Not a whole lot of side to side, but there is some. Okay. Then we have pretty sure it's a ball jointed hip. The problem that I run into a lot with every manufacturer who gives animals with hips like these, ball jointed hips, is that you really only get most of your articulation out of the swivel. All the way around. You don't get a whole lot of in and out. So as you can see, there is a little out, and then obviously it goes flat, but like, I know collectors, as whiny as collectors can be, you know, especially when it comes to visible joints. My toys have visible joints. No, the world is coming to an end. Why? They would complain if there was a hinge right there. But then I could get more outward range, so I wouldn't complain. We have a hinge and swivel knee. So that is as far as it gets bent, and then that is as far as it straightens. But then it swivels pretty much all the way around. It's going to bump into the knee, but it can go past it. Then we have ankle hinge and swivel. So it hinges closed there, it hinges open there, and then it swivels all the way around. The swivel on this side is stuck. I'm going to have to heat it up with some boiling water. And then the feet are on ball joints. So you can swap them. So up that far. Make sure I get the white table. There we go. Up that far. Down that far. And then tilt. Tilt. Pretty much tilt it off. Make sure I got the right foot here. So this is the what I thought was a tiptoe running foot, maybe. There are no holes on the feet. There's a peg on the stand, but then remember we have attached foot clamp to base peg, and so I'm missing something here, guys. I think I threw the packaging away too soon. Yes, I did. Almost threw out the body clip arm. Look at the instructions. Plug body clip onto stand and attach base to peg. Like, where's the arm? I would have thrown that away. Tail. Oh, tail is a ball joint. So you can see that's not a dumbbell. It is. Oh, I'm wrong. It's a dumbbell. Side to side, up and down. It's a dumbbell. My bad. All right. See how hard this is to plug on. The feet were a little too easy, I will say. I am a little concerned about okay, tail. I'm gonna swap that foot back out, just for ease of. They got little dew claws on the inside, so I don't know if you, right there. That's why when you look up like descriptions, it says the second claw on the foot. And you're like, that's the first claw. Like, not if you count the dew claw. Dew claw is the first, and then this would be the second. So. See how it stands without the stand. So the tail is supposed to be a balance, so it should not be resting on the tail. He's resting on his wings. I'm trying to. Yeah. Maybe the. I'm glad this music's so mellow because, like, we're almost at 40 minutes. I'm not even into the second figure yet, and I'm not doing a whole lot of talking here. All right, well, that's why it comes with the stand. Or you can just have him rest on his wings. Wings are not touching. Tail is balanced. Damn. Ready? Wings are not touching. You can't see that. Wings are not. That's my fault. I let the paper pop up because it was folded. wings are not touching. Wings are not touching, so has it all balanced just on his 2 feet. That's great. I'm gonna lean him forward a little, just. Wings still aren't touching and he's balanced. That's pretty great, man. The foot clips. You clip on like that. Then I guess you slide a toe under. And then the body clip, which would be for running or jumping poses. Like that. And I almost threw that arm away. So, okay. Let's get some comparisons here. Other 18th scale. We'll start with which one is this? The Papo Velociraptor. These are not articulated, so it is definitely a balancing act. Well, the jaws are. This is not a review of the Papo Velociraptor. You're going in timeout. The Schleich Velociraptor. Oh my god. Alright, we have the Mattel Hammond Collection male Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3. Well, how are those supposed to be the same and the same scale if it's so much bigger? And no, these were supposed to be Deinonychus. So, and I used the Jurassic Park 3 male because he's got the quills that make it seem a little more feathery. So, the super feathered dino that replaced the Deinonychus in Jurassic World Dominion, the Atrociraptor. Again, Mattel Hammond Collection. We got a Lego Blue Jurassic World. It's gonna be a lot of Mattel and Hasbro, guys. The Mattel Velociraptor Fossil Strikers. I don't think that's 18th scale. That's definitely not 18th scale because actually it's a little big. It's a little bigger, but that's supposed to fit in there. So 1/18th scale Hammond Collection. Dr. Alan Grant. He's got the raptor claw, and he's holding the baby raptor. Some other scales, the Mattel Amber Collection, which is 1/12 scale. Jurassic Park 3 male Velociraptor. Quills are a little easier to see there. The Hasbro Fortnite Victory Royale with Cheese Raptor. That line is 1/12 as well. 1/12 scale is 6 foot human is 6 inches. Though Mattel's scales are off. That's why the Raptors are so much bigger. Because Mattel's Amber Collection is supposed to be 1/12 scale. Got the claw. I don't know how tall Sam Neill is, but and then Hasbro Marvel Legends always run taller than true 12 scale anyways, but it's like these always ran a little taller. But so it's like they scale with their own line. But being true 1/18 scale, something you'll find like true 1/12 scale Mezco 1/12, a lot of the import Mafex and Figuarts and Figma They're significantly smaller than things like Marvel Legends or it's all Hasbro, man. But yeah, so true 1/18 scale is going to be smaller. My usual comparisons. Please knock these flames around, man. Mortal Kombat, McFarlane Toys, Mortal Kombat 11, Shadow of Spawn, Super 7, Solarhawks Ultimates Bluegrass, NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze, Michelangelo. These are 1/10 scale. So a 6-foot human is 7 inches tall. As you saw previously, Hasbro, Marvel Legends, comic book Deadpool, especially like if you compare the comic Marvel Legends to the MCU Marvel Legends, the MCU ones are smaller because the comic Marvel Legends are a little bigger. Superhero sizing, you know, so. The Jack Pacific Super Mario 1/18 scale Fresh Monkey Fiction Eagle Force Agent Grimm. I have a pack of these attacking Keanu. Oh. That was not a. That was more of Keanu going oh, as opposed to me making dinosaur noises. What's your dinosaur song? Diamond Select Toys, Mini-Mates, G.I. Joe, Storm Shadow. I forget what scale Mini-Mates are. They're 2 inches tall, so 1/32 or something like that. Okay. Awesome. Very happy with that. It is absolutely going in my Hammond collection display, so even being a little smaller than the Jurassic Raptors. Aside from one-offs like Keanu here, because it's Keanu, it's not like licensed to be Keanu, but I mean, come on, that's John Wick. just don't tell Keanu's lawyers. So he seems like a cool enough guy, but you know, maybe Fresh Monkey Fiction got his likeness rights. Like aside from one-offs like that, aside from collections that I wish were not 1/10 scale, like Spawn or Silverhawks or Turtles, I mainly collect 1/12 scale. So that was incentive for getting this. Plus, it is really, really cool looking. So this is the Smilodon Populator. 1/12 scale, like I said, is a 6-inch. A 6-foot person is a 6-inch figure. So another awesome painting. I'm assuming from. Holy crap! I can't read that. Gabriel Ueto. It's my if you're farsighted, you see well far away, but not good close up. So that's what I'm aging into. Oh crap! I forgot. Design: David Silva. Sculpt: Jun Huang. Paint: Matt Holt. Prototypes: Brian Fay. Package art: Ralph Lomtan. Packaging: Stephen Melick. That box is really far away. I'm trapped by the table here. This is my Deadpool pajamas. you know I like giving credit where credit is due, so the Deinonychus, that's rough, man. That is rough. Hey, I went my entire life without needing glasses, so the fact that I just need magnifiers to read small print is still pretty good. Especially considering everyone in my family, except my second oldest brother, he's started using reading glasses. These are not those, these are magnifiers. He started using reading glasses and he's in his 50s. But everyone else in the family had glasses. My oldest brother had LASIK though, so he no longer has glasses, but he needed glasses for almost his entire life. So, design: David Silva, Gabriel Ugueto, sculpt Ross Persichetti, paint David Silva, prototypes Brian Fay, package art Gabriel Ugueto, packaging Stephen Melick. That's the Deinonychus. Sorry for blinding you with the light. Put it right here just in case I need to grab it again. Oh, at the back. You see some other stuff. And it's like my little Deinonychus over there. Whoop. Sorry. Off camera there. Get this guy open. Putting it right here. Just in case I need to. I missed something. Another cool foresty background that I'm going to keep. One of these days I'll have a. I'll hopefully have a big enough place to actually use all these things that I mean. I use a lot of the stuff that came from the NECA Toon Turtles as their background. So, and I want to design my own for these bookshelves here. Card taped to the side, sorry. Yes, it was only one card, so I think the two I got was a mistake, but I ain't gonna complain. My favorite dinosaur. I've got an awesome, it's the painting from the box. I say I have my little write-up. It's not as detailed as the Deinonychus one, but the Smilodon. Smilodon means, this is just a generic term. It didn't specify, because Deinonychus is Greek. But Smilodon means either scalpel tooth or two-edged knife tooth. Hence why they are more colloquially called saber-tooth. Saber-tooth cats. They lived in the Pleistocene epoch, which we know as the Ice Age. That was from 2.5 million years ago to 10,000 years ago. In the Cenozoic era, age, period. Era. Cenozoic era. We are currently in the Cenozoic era, known as the Age of Mammals. It goes from today 66 million years back. So in that 66 million years, 2.5 million years were the Smilodons in the Ice Age. The largest collection of Smilodon fossils were found in the La Brea tar pits out in California. Though the Smilodon populator, which is what this is, mainly came from South America and was the largest species of the three types of Smilodons. I didn't write down the other two just because we're already at an hour and haven't even opened this one yet. But so, Smilodon length 2.4 meters, 8 feet long. It's a Smilodon populator, knife tooth. Sorry. Weight up to 436 kilograms or 961 pounds. Woo! Location, Brazil, South America. Time period, 2.5 to 0.01 MA. Pleistocene. Named by Peter Wilhelm Lund, 1842. Smilodon is known for its powerful forelimbs and unusually long upper canine teeth. This robustly built feline once occupied both North and South America and is currently represented by 3 species. Oh, here we go. Smilodon populator is... Oh, no, I didn't. This doesn't list the other 2 either. See? They're not important. They're not important to this video. This figure. Smilodon populator is known to have lived in Brazil and surrounding areas and is the largest of the 3 species. Art by Ralph Lomotan. Lomotan. I apologize, Ralph. It's a great freaking painting. Really, really nice. Jeez. All right. Turn the lights off. There we go. We got our own little instruction sheets here. Boop, boop, ba-doop, boo. Step 1, swap the paws on all 4 limbs, clawed and retracted. Pull down to detach, push in to detach. Neck fur parts can be swapped. Short fur is recommended for more upward neck range. Number 3, swap the heads at the neck peg. Number 4, ears can be swapped between the heads. That's cool. I did not know swappable ears. I knew the heads and the mane, the furry crest behind the shoulders. Always be careful not to scrape the plastic with your scissors, so you're going to ruin paint job. Ooh, almost needed my needle nose pliers. If I manually dump these all out, then I don't have to worry about any of them falling somewhere and getting cluttery and keep track of all of them at once. There is a twist tie here, which you know I keep. The tray cover for the paws. No claw paw. No claw paw. Go to the front. No claw paw back. No claw paw back. You can't see those. No paw claw. No claw paw. Front and back. Smoother back fur. Snarling open mouthed head. No articulated jaw. So look at those ears. I did not know they did that. Blame the marketing. No, because I already told you I got these from Big Bad Twister, and you know I like Big Bad Twister, and they are not sponsoring the video. But you should go buy from them anyways because their customer service is phenomenal. It's what I was talking about with the prices for Creative Beast Studios or Four Horsemen or Fresh Monkey Fiction or Boss Fight Studio. Like, you pay the extra because you know you're getting better. So it's, I mean, and sometimes Big Bad Toy Store, especially when they have sales, their sales are insane, man. Like, I mean that in a good way. Like, their sale prices end up being less than, like, they have to be taking losses on those sale prices because they're always the lowest. And 99 times out of 100, their prices are just MSRP. It's the same price you're going to find at Amazon or online retailers or Target or Walmart. And then the 1 out of the 100 times they do mark the prices up a little. But again, I would rather pay that extra $1 for a figure and have it guaranteed if it breaks, because I know they're going to take care of me. scissors out of the way. I'll put something dusty down on my couch. All right. Oh, closed mouth head does have an articulated jaw. So that's cool. All right, snarling with flared ears. It kind of looks like it's, no, it's all one piece. That doesn't do much for you, but it's ball socket. Woo. The flared fur. That is an articulated jaw. Ears are more docile. Ball socket. The jaw opens all the way, but it's definitely not, like, there's more cheek pulling back with the snarling than there is. I'm trying to see around my hand. But I mean, it's, if they just left you with this, the wind, man, holy cow. I'm scared. Send help. I'm in Chicago. If they just left us with this, I'm sure people would have been fine with it. But honestly, to have that as an option, that's pretty great. I may have to run and close that window because otherwise it's going to rip my blinds off the wall. Make you wait even longer. So there's the body. I like the little subtle stripes on the arms and legs. Lighter fur underneath. These are the feet with the claws out. Yeah. So going back to my complaint of balls with these types of hips and shoulders. Like that's as far out as it goes. And it's not their fault. It's, you know, the only way to combat that would be to have a visible hinge right there. I mean, we can go all the way down, but like a visible hinge that would, you know, go a fair amount of the way, top quarter maybe. But that would be the only way to get further out. So, and as I always say, better pop off with force than break. We have a hinge here. Oh, just a hinge. We have a hinge and swivel at the wrist. We have a hinge and kind of swivel at the toes. It's like just the sculpt kind of prevents it from getting a lot of tilt, but pop it off. I like these types of pegs because like you're not twisting that off in the joint. So I will put make them all weird looking. I'll have one claw out, wrong foot, dummy. thumb goes on the inside. They don't have thumbs, they're cats. Whew. That is... Oh, man. Well, I can't get that on, so... Ow. Hold on, fragile. I'm probably looking at a wheelchair for my 50s, so... Yay. Not a wimp. Suck it up. It's like I'm literally physically disabled. Like, yeah, my hand strength when it comes to like pen on paper, not great. And if it weren't for the iPad, I wouldn't be able to draw anymore. So I don't have to hold the stylus that hard. Tail is can't tell. I'm afraid to rotate too far. Kind of looks like a ball joint. So, Whew. That feels like one of those thin pegs I'm gonna snap. He's got a, looks like a hinge, but you do get side to side too, so it's side, side to side. And then you get up and down. These ball joints, they just swivel. That's the amount of out you get with just the design of these. And again, it's not a criticism on Creative Beast Studio because everyone does this. So the Hasbro G.I. Joe classified animals are, you know, the dogs, and they're no, they don't have any better range. I'll show you a comparison with Hasbro Marvel Legends in a bit. Not Deadpool. Heck, the Marvel Legends Lockjaw, the Inhumans Lockjaw, the giant dog. They didn't even bother articulating the legs. They just gave you pairs to swap out for different poses. Hinge knee. Hinge and swivel ankle. Should go all the way around. We're going to hit the back of the leg. Hinge and then the limited swivel for the back paw as well. The sculpt prevents it, so you could force it, but then the sculpt is going to look weird, and then it may even just pop off the peg. So it's I'm not even going to try. I'm gonna have to heat up the. Which, I mean, am I really going to display them claws retracted? Probably not. So, when you encounter stuff like this, boil some water. Glass, not metal, because hot metal will melt plastic, but hot glass you're safe with. Drop these in. Let them sit there for like 30 seconds. Use a utensil. I use a fork. Pull them out. The heat softens up the plastic. Pop them right on. So we have the spiky hair on. So that does, as they say in the instructions, that does limit the up. don't have much down either. What the heck? So you do get a little more up with nothing there. It's just a hinge, so it's you don't get a whole lot of movement, or maybe no, there's a ball in there. You do get some, and then the dumbbell for the head. Let's go smoother hair. Is the boring head going to be as hard as the? So I broke the tooth off. My fault. Luckily, it's not a joint, so gluing it back on should be no problem, but be careful. Heat up the heads. That was the head that came on him, which is why it was easier swap. He's great. I like him. Again, he could be a little more articulated, or he could have more range in his articulation. I don't need more articulation. The range could be improved. As far as I know, this is their first cat. They've only done dinosaurs. That's a bummer, man. That just... Be careful. So. Again, stuff like this doesn't really bother me too much. And again, this was a me. I did this. This is not quality control. This is not quality control. I did this because the head was hard to get on. I should have heated up the head and it would have popped on. I would have been safe with the teeth. And I'm not super concerned about things like this because it's not a joint. I can just glue it back on and it's not going to affect anything. If a joint breaks, that's a little upsetting because then if you glue it, you lose the joint. There are ways to fix it that it's just way more complicated than I'm comfortable doing, which is why I usually just get replacements. So. All right, first off is the Hasbro Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Zabu. He's a little crouched, but like, I mean, they do get some decent articulation out of those. So again, I'm not faulting, because like I said, the Hasbro G.I. Joe classified dogs don't have any better range in their hips or shoulders. And this is the pose I wanted in, so I'm not going to take the pose, I'm sorry. And then the previous Hasbro Marvel Legends Zabu, not a Build-A-Figure, it's part of a San Diego box set with Kazar and Shanna. It's a repaint with a new head of their G.I. Joe Sigma 6 Tiger. So the only saber-tooth tigers I have are these, and then the Bandai Super Mini Pla model kit. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord Yellow Saber-Tooth Tiger Zord. So, these are the only saber-tooth cats that I have. I did bring the Mattel, told you all Hasbro Mattel, Mattel Origins Battle Cat, that is armor. Because I figured it's another tiger. So they call these saber-tooth tigers. But usual comparisons. See? They're meant to be held like guns, which is stupid. So what I liked doing was like putting them on, like hooking them onto his cape. So just like, it's like he's surrounded by the glowing flame, but like you saw they don't stay on all that well. Because they're not intended to stay on. So it's just, yeah, anyways. Center, spawn. Bluegrass. Nike. Deadpool. Probably not putting these with. I could put it with my Savage Land Marvel Legends with Kazar and Zabu and Shanna, the new Kazar, the old Shanna, Sauron, Sauron the Pterodactyl Man, not Sauron, the antagonist of Middle Earth. I may put these with my Fresh Monkey Fiction Operation Monster Force, just because those are pretty good. Those are really good. Mario. Ah! Agent Grimm. Grimm, like the fairy tales. And Storm Shadow. Hopefully the music hasn't been too loud. Again, like I said, I can't tell when I'm live because I can't hear what you hear. So. It sounds a little loud to me, but then, you know, maybe the mic isn't picking it up that much, so it's fine for you. So it's, you know, I don't know, but like, and obviously these aren't meant to scale with each other. This is a 6-inch line. This is a 3 3/4 inch line. Just comparing them with each other, and I'm telling you, man, those wings are not touching that table. I don't know if you can see like the separation of the shadow. Like those wings are not touching that table. They're great. I love them. I really hope that they do a 12th scale Deinonychus because it's an insta buy for me. Yeah, check online retailers Creative Beast Studios, singular studio. I got mine at Big Bed Toy Store. They should be in stock now. I don't think either sold out. Yeah, they're great. I like them. Like I said, I wish there was more range for Smilodon and the Deinonychus hips. Like I said, that is a problem using these types of hips, and yes, Hasbro managed a way around it with Zabu's back legs, but they didn't manage it with any of the other G.I. Joe animal legs. They didn't manage it with Lockjaw, who again doesn't even have articulated legs. They just pop off at the hip and you put new sets on. So it's but this is not a review. So yeah. If you would like to support me on Patreon, patreon.com/TENIME, TENIME. $5 a month gets you unlimited behind the scenes access to all of my artworks in progress. Higher tiers get you more rewards as well. Thank you, Josh. Please satisfy the horrendous YouTube algorithm. Like, share, comment, subscribe, bell notifications. Yeah. Get something to eat. Stay safe out there, guys. Bye.